Good morning and welcome to Kristiansand, Norway. Now our view currently isn't the greatest, but we're going to head out today to see some much nicer views.
We have a full day of village hopping scheduled for today. If you've watched our previous videos, you know we don't typically prefer long excursions because if you don't like it, it kind of takes up your day. We prefer kind of a DIY, like self-touring, or doing short excursions because then if you don't like it, you still have the remainder of the day to do something on your own. But today, we're going to take a chance, head out for a full day on an excursion. Will we regret that decision? I guess we'll find out.
But first, let's go for breakfast.
It's actually a very beautiful morning here in Kristiansand. Barely a cloud in the sky, which is almost a first for this sailing so far. Okay, we found a spot for breakfast. We actually wandered through the buffet first and it's very busy. Everyone's up and getting ready to head out for their excursions and whatnot since it's a port day. But we headed into the solarium where you'll find the New York deli and pizza. And clearly, not many people realize they serve breakfast. They have just a basic selection: eggs, sausage, fruit, yogurt, baked goods, just enough to kind of get you through. And it's a perfect little spot to escape the crowds and works for us.
And bananas, my favorite.
And there's a good view from up here. Maybe we shouldn't have told anybody. Now it's time to head to the theater to meet up for our excursion. Okay, in the theater for our meeting point. All the excursions departing from here. Now it looks like the groups are pretty large, so that might be something that makes us regret our decision already, but we're going to stay positive.
Yeah.
We are on the bus. Okay, we've arrived in Lillisand for our first little village of this tour.
We're gonna walking tour, right?
Yeah, we're gonna head out for a quick walking tour and then we're free to go explore on our own. So let's go check it out. The walking tour portion has begun.
We got our wooden bag, but yes, behind of you all.
So these painted railway tracks indicate where the original tracks were when this was a shipbuilding and timber trading port. Could this be the Lillisand beach? Probably not, just for the ducks. So this would be the main street. Lots of little shops just opening up now. Beautiful little spot. Let's go up this street, see what's up here. Well, if the sun stays out like this today, we're going to be very happy tourists.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Okay, that was a nice little stroll around Lillisand. Now we're off to the next little village. We've arrived in our second village for today. It is the village of Glimstead. And apparently it is about 23,000 people. And we're going to get a little bit of information here on what is best to check out. And then we'll go from there.
It's a little windier here.
Okay, so apparently we're being escorted to the one traffic light in town. That's going to be our anchor point for this little stop. Okay, so the city center is one street. So we're going to walk the length of this street and see what we can see. We don't know how long it is, but we're going to find out. Oh, lots of little snacks. Okay, we're gonna go with a little dark chocolate cookie for the bus ride to the next location.
Could I get 2 of these dark cookies, please?
Oh, yes, please. Okay, we're gonna head back across the street at the one traffic light in town. Okay, that's gonna do it for Glimstead. It was just mainly a main street there in the city center to check out some shops and whatnot. We got ourselves a little treat to have before we head off to the next village. So let's see what that one is. It's getting warmer, and I think we're actually going to be able to take our sweaters off before we get to the next little village. Don't want to jinx it though.
We've lost our bus. I have no idea where it is.
Maybe we're staying here in Glimstead. Oh, I think that's our bus.
On a property where 3 houses are.
Okay, we've arrived in our next village. I think it's a little bit bigger than a village. It's the largest of the 3. I'm not sure what the population is, but the town of Arendal.
Arendal, yes.
And we're heading into a tunnel first, and then our guide is encouraging us to really let him know if anyone has a fear of heights or anxiety with heights, because we're going to be taking a trip up to what is apparently the best lookout in southern Norway, but we have to take a glass elevator up to a platform, something like that, in order to get up there. So this should be interesting. But we're making our way through a tunnel first. Not even sure. He said there was something to watch for in there, so we'll find out.
Here we go.
Okay, into the tunnel. Apparently there is a 650 space parking lot underground here, where they try to keep as many vehicles out of the city center as possible. So that's part of what's under here. So there's lots of graffiti in here, and apparently the town, and this is not unique, I guess, to this Norwegian town, they have designated areas for graffiti, so people can come and there's no law against it, and it keeps the graffiti out of the cities themselves. Good idea. Okay, we're heading into the glass elevator. Are you scared?
Never.
Okay, heading into the glass elevator. We have quite a few people choosing not to go up the elevator, so I don't know. Okay, on we go. Where we're going, nobody knows. Okay, there's the beginning of the views. I'm just going to make my way down the other end here. Apparently that's where the best views are. Okay. overlooking the city of Arendal. Okay, we made it to the top of Arendal. It's a little windy, but beautiful views. Beautiful views. A little windy down at the lookout there, but
Yeah, and busy. It's very busy.
yeah, there's more people than us trying to get those views. But we got to check it out, so I think we have to head back down now. We don't know what's next. We'll see. That's the elevator that we just came up. It goes down into the tunnel. Going down, back into the tunnel. Okay, we're back down into the tunnel and we're gonna head out here into the town of Arendal. And we have about an hour to go explore. So let's go see what we can find.
We found out that Arendal is where Frozen
Is based
is
or
based
themed,
from. Yeah, or themed from.
the two Frozen movies. So
apparently we have to watch Frozen because we haven't watched it yet.
yeah. Ah, beautiful little town square. This will be our anchor point, I think, to find our way back to the tunnel. Much less wind down here. Okay, we're gonna explore a bit, maybe find something to eat. We'll see what the day brings. And there's the elevator we went up for the views on the look off there. Interesting. Okay, we've emerged at the waterfront portion of this area. Beautiful. Okay, to finish up our time here in Arendal, we're going to have a little summer treat here as we just sit at the town square. And then we got to head back. The day is coming to an end. Back to the tunnel. We are following the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, we are back to our starting point. We're going to be making our 1 hour or so drive back to Kristiansand.
It'll be quick. It's beautiful scenery here.
Yeah, it was a nice drive in, and our all aboard time is 4:30 today. So I think we'll have a little bit of time before we have to get back on board, but we'll see if there's any delays getting back. Other than that, we'll see you on the other side. Okay, we've made it back to Kristiansand. We have about an hour before we have to be back on board, so we're gonna just go for a little walk and head into the fish market area. It's a common spot to go and check out some shops and see what else is going on. Okay, we're just heading in this direction toward the fish market. We've got some dark clouds just starting to roll in, so I think we had excellent timing with the weather today. And the fish market area, lovely little spot we remember from being here 2 years ago. It was a little bit warmer on our last visit. We got some kayak excursion, I assume, going on here. Everyone's out enjoying the sun, ice cream. We've already had ours, so we can't get tempted to have another. I don't think we'll be bringing any fish products back on the ship with us. But a little look around. Not Will's favorite place. Not much of a seafood lover.
I'd rather adopt one of these lobsters.
All right, we're gonna head back in the direction of the ship. Okay, the wind has picked up all of a sudden. A bit of a dust storm coming through. Actually, I don't know where that's coming from, but we're heading back on board. To the gangway. And just like that, it is sail away time. Here's a few of our views as we sailed out of Kristiansand, and then more from on board. Well, hello from back on board. We've actually been on for a few hours now. We spent a little time in the cabin, hoping for a little nap, but we didn't quite get as much as we wanted because we have some children on our deck who have designated the hallway outside of our cabin as their personal playground.
So I went upstairs and went to the gym.
Yes, you got that done, much more productive than me. But tonight is Dutch night down in the dining room, so we're going to head down there. I think we'll go have a little pre-dinner drink first, and then we'll see what dinner's like. It's dressy night, so this is about as dressy as we're going to get for tonight. But it's going to be another beautiful sunset, as you can see, just kind of getting started back there, but it's still pretty early. It'll be going on for a while yet. So yeah, let's head down. We're going to get the evening started and see what kind of entertainment is on. There's a new show playing in the main theater, so we'll probably check that out as well.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay, dinner complete.
Yes, we're just here in a lounge now having a quick beverage before we head to the theater and having a quick look out at the water because we're having some high seas again tonight. Third night in a row, apparently. The last 2 nights we could definitely feel it. Tonight it's picking up again, so we'll see what that turns into. But for now, we're off to enjoy a show. Back to the room to find an elephant. And we're back to the room early because the show has been canceled. There is too much movement on the ship, so for the safety of the performers, no stage show tonight. Now, there is a little bit of movement, but I actually don't find it too bad. We've certainly experienced much worse and seen shows go ahead, so it must be specific to this particular show as to whatever they're doing in it would put them at risk to continue with the movement that we're having, so that's understandable. So we're going to get ourselves situated here and go down and check out some of the music venues because all of that is still going on tonight. We haven't taken in too much of that yet, so we'll see if we can get into some of those. But now it's probably going to be even busier in those venues now that the stage show in the theater is canceled. So we'll see what we get up to. It's only early. Okay, changed into some warmer clothes slightly because the air conditioning is on bus tonight. we're going to head down to deck 2, check out the music venues. Standing room only here in BB King's Blues Club tonight.
Queen of the woman, she'll wipe his blues away. She'll give him plenty loving, 24 hours a day. The queen of the woman, she'll sweep him off his feet, 'cause she's tired. I think she really queen tired. I just can't get next to you. 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 Seems like you don't want me next to you. It's not unusual to look up at any time. When I see you out and about, it's such a crime. You should never want to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual, it happens every day.
Lots of entertainment, but we're back to the Blues Club.
Hold that midnight train with Georgia. Hold that midnight train. City's going back to fire. It's going back to fire. Oh, one simply place and time. Oh, yes, it will. I'll be with him.
Well, that finishes up the night for us.
Yes, that was an excellent night checking out all the live music venues, of which BB King's Blues Club was the highlight for us. That band is absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, probably one of the best live bands we've seen on any cruise we've been on, and we're hoping to see more of them in the next couple of nights before this cruise ends. But overall, yeah, it was a pretty good evening. Our show in the main theater was canceled earlier tonight due to the movement of the ship with the weather out there. But to be quite honest, the ship has not moved since then.
No.
Not sure if it needed to be canceled. I guess at the time there was some motion. So we understand that happens. But yeah, it's been pretty calm since. Now for tomorrow, we are arriving in our last port of call for this itinerary, which brings us back to Denmark. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of the location, but it's a small fishing village. We'll let you know in the next episode what that name is because I don't want to mess it up too bad. You're not going to want to miss that because we are going out and exploring on our own and bringing the itinerary to an end. But our time on Rotterdam is not complete because we have another sea day before we disembark here on Rotterdam. So be sure to hit that bell notification so you don't miss our upcoming episodes. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. But for now, we're going to call it a night. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.